Welcome back to this Let's Play of HOB. Last time we managed to completely explore the first area as far as we possibly could, I think. This time, we're going into this electrical kind of area. And the entire gimmick of this place is that we have to turn on the power. Somebody turned the lights out when the society or whatever it was collapsed. We're gonna come in here to make sure that we turn everything back on, you know? Turn on all of the lights. Anyway, here goes. So, this area features new enemies, such as creepy crawly scorpion baddies, and other such things. Long story short, the bad guys here are not too different yet. But I expect that as the game goes on, there'll be more and more interesting baddies. I've played against all the... Ooh, hello. That was not a hard find. Alright, let's put our hand here against the wall. It should spew out a little canister. Hello, canister. Oh, wait, I've already done that. Does it do it a second time? It blows it up! That seems like completely unnecessary. Oh, you need another canister? Let me just explode the other one. What if somebody was holding that game? That wouldn't have been good at all. Okay, so that... turned that on. See what I mean now about wires and electricity and all that stuff? How that's working out together? Great. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit that button. And that should open the door, and it's turned on whatever that is. Now we need to find our way up there. Not going to be too hard. We can also just go through the doorway. But there's one other thing I want to check out before we do that. You see this empty hole? Let's go. There's a chest here. So one thing about the fixed camera angles that is interesting is that it allows the developers to actually hide some clever little secrets from, you know, camera angle perspectives. You do kind of have to think a little outside the box as a result sometimes, but that's fine. I don't mind that at all. In fact, I think that that's quite fun. And I'm used to that. I'm used to having little things outside of view. Like, hey, how was I supposed to find that? Well, you could find it by looking around and thinking a little bit more carefully about the environment you're in, or just by, like, you know, checking the walls and making sure that they all work. I just got lightning struck, or I thought I did. I thought I was supposed to be dead now. I haven't been hit by lightning yet. I don't intend to start. Now, you see that big guy up there? Oh, dodge him. We actually need to deal with these little guys first, because otherwise they're gonna completely ruin my day. Ah! Because this guy is large. Oh, we can actually punch him while he's rolling. That's brutal. That is actually super cool. I did not think you could do that before. I would usually just dodge, roll out of the way, and then call it a day. This is fantastic. All right, so that's not working yet. It's not the empty area we need it to be. Surprise! Oh god, you still have your shell. Okay, come at me. I now have my mana. Let's try that again, shall we? God damn it. Okay, hold on. Be smart. Can he roll into the electricity is a good question. Because if he can, I'd rather he died. That way, which is hilarious. It doesn't seem like that's going to be happening, though. Okay, we got him. Okay, let's get out of the way there. Fixed camera angles on the other side do have the severe downside that you can't control and see where you're going, like what just happened there, so we do have to be careful about that. You see those claws? You don't want to be near those claws. Okay, let's just punch this thing open. So this guy has a core inside of him that we can use, and once we get 5 of them, we get an extra energy bar. Yay! Takes a little while, though. Let's not go near those claws at all, because those things will kill us, and it's never fun. Same with these ones here. Is there anything here? Is this just... Yeah, we're not getting through there. Okay. There's nothing there as far as we can see. Let's run back this way. Now, as you'd expect, I'd imagine that the electric floors are deadly, so, like, don't walk on those. I can tell you from first-hand experience that that's the thing. Now, here's one thing. You see this ladder, how it's on the side? If I go up it, I'm pushing and holding left right now, and it's not doing anything other than moving my character to the left. It's not contextual. You have to actually push up on the analog stick, which is a little unintuitive if I'm being honest with you. And there's, like, it just kind of reinforces the fact that this game is really, really pretty and solidly put together. Like, if 5 is an average, those, like, the prettiness and the solidly put together parts of it make it really, really great. But then the fact that there's, like, little polish issues so far in release, which are, like, expected at this point from most games these days, which is, I guess, depressing. That little lack of polish in certain areas does make it so that way. It's like, oh, that's a shame. And you know, little contextual things like that could be fixed, and it would be pretty sweet. So how do I know what I'm doing here? I've got no idea. You kind of have to just figure this out for yourself. If you're pretty game literate, as in you know roughly what you're doing in most games, honestly, HOB won't have too many surprises for you, and that's great. It's worth mentioning, however, that if you give this to your grandma and she's never played a video game before, then she's gonna have a real bad time, because she's not gonna understand. Wait, how did you know to put the energy container inside the thing? How did you know where you needed to go? Why does the camera tell me? Why is the camera moving over here instead of, you know, moving over there? Why this? Why that? Like, by the end of it, you're just, you know, asking yourself, why did I get my grandma to play a video game? And why did it have to be this one? But then on top of that, you know, you have to recognize that when it comes to this kind of stuff, this is not like it's learned, right? All of this is super learned. I think I punched him? Yeah, I punched him, and now he's dead. Good stuff. Don't go inside the electricity there either, as those scorpions have now demonstrated that is. Oh God! Why was that? Why? I was nowhere near you. Why did you zap me? That wasn't nice. Okay, let's go over this way. Now let's not miss. I remember once I missed on my first playthrough of this area, and like I had to go all the way around again. It was not fun. But yeah, now that opens it up, so if we die again at the first save spot, we can just go up here instead of, you know, dying the first time we did. And in here is where we're going to get our second big fist upgrade. Don't take that out of context, you jokers. Look at all this scenery. Oh my, look how pretty it is. Again, that's definitely HOB's kind of thing. They don't want to make this game overtly difficult. However, if you do want more of a challenge, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that right away. Options, game, difficulty, hard. How hard does it get? Very hard? Easy, medium, hard, very hard. Let's try hard. Because as of right now, I've played through normal so far. It has not been engagingly difficult. I've not had to dodge roll very much or do that kind of stuff. So now you might be wondering, hey, Wolf, what's with all those big copper circle things? Well, you've been seeing them kind of all over the place, and you might be noticing that there's a bit of a battery theme going on here. And that the environment itself is quite shocking. The point here being that we are turning on the lights, and part of that is going to come from us gaining the ability to teleport around, which is what we're getting now. You'll see what I mean. You can't just like teleport around all the time. Actually, I lied. Yes, you can. You get a really neat kind of blinky effect, but it does come with a downside. So now that I can blink places like this, which is sweet, it does take up the whole mana bar, right? Which is a problem. And whole mana bar or otherwise, you want to make sure that you're using like the blinky thing when it's appropriate, and you don't want to be using it when you need to be using your super punch. There's a reason why the extra mana is super, super helpful in this game. For sure. It also uses... Oh, hold on. Before we do that... Let's see. Where does this lead? Okay, nowhere there. Whoa! Don't fall off on me, HOB! If that is your real name. There we go. Give me your core, sir. Or madam. Or... You know, now that I think about it, the robots have absolutely no indication or expression as to what gender they are. And that's fine. You know what? Don't worry about it. Now there's HOB here, which is actually pretty neat. It's a nice kind of change that I started noticing since they made Undertale, you know, where it's just like it doesn't really matter, you know, who plays it. The character is identifiable. I think that's that's quite neat, actually. Okay, so let's hop on here. Pop across. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly... Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. This is maybe one of the only few skill-intensive moments. What's that ticking clock, you might be asking? Well, coupled with the unintuitive ladder controls, let's get across. There's only a certain amount of time before you... before that clock runs out. Okay, so now that we can teleport, what do we do? Well, there's a number of different things that we can do now on the main level. You can also teleport across the whole thing there. Yep, that's that, I think. I think we found everything. Easy enough. But it also means that we can now use this, which brings us where exactly? Here. Good stuff. And we got a new save point. Fantastic. Now, you power on this particular circuitry, which allows us to supercharge whatever that is. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and take this thing out for a ride, shall we? Have you ever wanted to control a walker using, like, 8 directional D-pads and crush your enemies underfoot? This is the easiest way to do so, although it doesn't quite work the way you'd like it to all the time. It does the trick. And it cares not for your, you know, simple biological needs of not being, you know, shocked to death by serious amounts of electricity. Get back here. So if there's anybody on the ground, they run away, which is pretty sweet. Oh, you think you can get away. You're so cute. Oh, please come back. No? It's unfortunate. Alright, so what we are going to do is plonk ourselves here, which turns on this battery-powered battery thing, which then does... I don't know what. Let's find out what happens when I turn the switch. Okay, so it brings down that platform. This part I kind of did all last night in a fog, so I don't remember what any of this did. Now what I do remember is that this should be a place with a secret. There it is. Look at the chest. Give it to me, baby. What's in here? We've got green stuff, I think. Gold thing instead. Okay, what is gold thing again? I've forgotten. Right. Upgrades. Okay. Or at least potential upgrades. We don't have them yet. We still need to buy them. I mean, que sera, right? So now we want to find those guys again and crush them if at all possible. Where are they? They're in the corner. Oh, lame. All right, you know what? I got another idea. Let's be strong. Come over this way. Be strong for Mother Clarence. Good. Lure them into a false sense of complacency. And then crush them! Oh, it makes things so easy. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna plop this guy down here. Check out this plateau here. I don't think there's anything left for us. Yeah, we've gotten everything here already, so that's not gonna be a problem for us any longer. Alright, let's go back onto the platform. And then head upstairs. Oh, or just fall off. That's cool too. When it comes to trying to jump onto the ladders, the game does not like that very much. Or jumping at people. Like, whenever you do jump attacks, I've noticed that it also tends to have an interesting time trying to do that. So keep that in mind if you decide to platform. You need to be very specific about where you're jumping. And if you're using an analog stick like yours truly, and you can't use a D-pad, I just figured out, then specific jumping or very particular jumping is not going to necessarily be easy. Alright, let's come on up here. There's our save point, and low. Okay, now what do we do? I think we need to head down the ladder, if I remember correctly. Which brings us quite a ways down. Okay. Let's start by unplugging the battery here. If if I remember my puzzle correctly, we can then use that to get past this electrical barrier here, head up the ladder here, and then get our grubby little mitt on this guy. Not a problem. Let's go. Just punch the thing off, why not? Okay. Instead of getting on the thing, could you actually start pushing it from the side? Thank you. Much appreciated. So, this is just another block puzzle like any other. And this game tends to be pretty inventive with the block puzzles at the very least. But I haven't found anything revolutionary yet, puzzle-wise. So, if you're looking for like state-of-the-art Portal level mind blows, I'm not sure you're gonna find it here. Or The Witness. Apparently The Witness is exceedingly good, and I would, you know, I think I'd be one of the few people that would love to play it as much as possible, but I just have not had the opportunity to justify spending the money on it yet. And on top of that, The Witness is not one of those games you can really let's play very well because of the way that it works. Being a puzzle game, if you let's play it at all, it ruins the game entirely. You know, it's not one of those things where you have to play it to experience it yourself. It really does feel like it's if you let's play it, you're ruining the experience for somebody out there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just pull this out a little bit to give ourselves a way to climb back up, because we're going to go ahead and plug in our battery. The main one, anyway. And if you're asking, why couldn't you just plug both of them at the same time? Yeah, I can't go past the little gray dirt thing there. Apparently our friend can't lift this thing like a half-inch off the ground. So, that's a problem. But, whatever. I'll follow game logic whenever it's dictated to me. That's fine. I don't mind sacrificing common sense for a little bit of game logic. Every once in a while, that's something that I do on a regular basis. And I think it allows me to enjoy games on a slightly more baseline, kind of simplistic level, which is... Ah! Fuck you! I just wish to go on the ladder, you bastards! Be able to kind of disengage from a more critical lens of how things are supposed to work tends to work in my favor sometimes, but other times it makes me sound and feel really stupid. It's like, oh, I guess this game that I like is actually just kind of average or bad. But, and that's happened to me with one or two games. Necropolis in particular was one game that really did that to me. Like, loved that game. And it turns out it's just kind of awful when you get down to brass tacks. Okay, we're gonna actually head up here quickly, because there's a chest. And it shows you a part of the map here that leads us to our first, like, real story moment. Outside of getting our arm chopped off. But, like, if you want to learn the story of what goes on here, you see that little cave off in the distance with the round door? If you open that up with the right sword, you get to pick up on little bits and pieces of the story that you might not have had the chance to pick up on before. So, that's worth taking a look at. Now, while we're here... Okay, keep dodging. At this point, you need to... This is actually pretty hectic combat, because this guy requires you to move and keep moving. And now I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete that one. I'm not sure if that does anything to help. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Okay, I can't quite get up there. Now you're quite hard to get to, huh? Ow. And you hurt, which sucks. A lot, actually. Okay, let's just get a couple more whacks in on you and then dodge roll away. That's fine. Cut the grass for some extra HP. There it is. Okay. We got the HP on the ground now. We just need to actually collect it. Now, the other thing I'd like to do is figure out how the heck do I get up there? I suppose it might have something to do with getting on that wall. This is a lot of scorpions, if you don't mind my saying so. Maybe getting rid of that lower down one was not a good move. Okay. Took some damage, that's fine. I don't mind taking a little bit of damage. This guy's a little tankier than he needs to be, if you don't mind my saying so, game. Okay. Get around the wall, thank you. Okay, got out of there alive. That's pretty sweet. Kill off the scorpions. Thank you. Alright, we're getting places. Okay, we're at 1 HP left. Be safe. Stay down here, get some more HP while you're at it. There's an infinite number of these scorpion things, so use that to your advantage. Or it seemed like there's an infinite number of these things. Ow, ow, and ow. Okay. It is a good thing we got the HP upgrade that when we did, because otherwise we'd be in serious trouble. Get the HP, thank you. Ow! Okay, please stop that. Thank you. Alright, now you're back someplace where I can get to easily enough. Alright, let's go. Managed to do that well enough. You know what? While he's over there, let's go over here and knock this off. Okay, he's not dead yet. We are still in a weird situation. Please get me out of here. Oh, he died! Oh, good. We did manage to kill him. What a time to be alive. I don't think I fought this fight last time. Because this region does not look familiar to me at all. So this is, again, it's really, really neat that there's this entire section that I missed. Because I just didn't find it last time. That I find to be very, very cool. Okay. Now, it seems like there's something here. Like, this is like a place where the hidden camera angles should be not doing anything for me. Okay, good to know. Don't jump down there. You will die. It will suck if you jump from too high. Anyway, let's get up the ladder again. See if there's anything else on this side. We got the chest. We got through this fight where the dude died. We got a decent amount of resources out of it. Ah ha ha! That's worth it. Half a piece of a heart. That's pretty sweet. Well, you know, a piece of heart, I guess, as it were. Like, it's literally the best analogy game-wise to how that mechanic works. Okay, and we've already turned that one on. Okay. I see why we weren't able to get here before. The dude that was, our walker dude hadn't powered up this section yet. So as a result, now we're exploring it, and we found some stuff, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. Please miss me with that lightning shit. Okay, so where is our walker? Our walker is still back away, I think. So let's go ahead and get it. If we had gone through the other way, I think it would have worked out just fine, but let's go. Now, one thing I absolutely adore about this game so far is the sound design. Seriously, the sound that this thing makes when it powers up is really cool. Like, I think it sounds amazing. Okay. So that has powered that on. That's fine. Now, what's down this way again? It's just the lightning rod, I think? Yeah, okay. You missed me with that, like, creepy-ass claw shit, you bastards. Ugh. Like, none of that crap. You will see me die to those eventually when I get a little bit too curious and stick around in an area for too long, but, like, let's avoid that for as long as possible, please. Okay, head up here. 23 minutes into this episode so far, we've just been doing a lot of exploring. But, like, all things considered, exploring's been productive. And I think that we're, I'd say, about, like, 40% of the way through this area, if I had to rely on my previous experience. Hello, please give me this metal piece. So that's our second sword piece. Very good. Okay, so we got one more left to do. And then we get our... Oh, my God. And then we get our upgrade. Okay, let's head down this way. Now, I'm pretty sure there's nothing over here. So, dodge roll out of the way. Do not get stabbed. Alright. I'm not sure if that did anything else for us. But at the very least, getting that metal... that piece of ore there, that metal piece, that's good. Because that's another third of our way to another sword upgrade. And sword upgrades are great because they increase the damage we do. And the more damage we do, the less time we have to spend dodging like a bunch of wackos. Okay. Drop my power battery walker here. And then if I remember correctly, this is a pretty big puzzle dungeon area with lots of secrets. So, let's buckle in, folks. See what happens. Now, the first time I came through here, I was like, oh, there's definitely going to be a boss. Like, this feels like boss material. I'm gonna just spoil this for you right now. There isn't a boss. And that's something that's been plaguing me a little bit about this game, is that there isn't this, specific, like, there isn't a binary moment where stuff works for you or it doesn't. Okay, so we can't turn that on. We can't turn that around yet. It is locked in place. That is fine. So, like I was saying, like, there's this thing with this game where there's no real, like, block moments where it feels like you're, you know, accomplishing a heck of a time. There's no bosses. But there are moments where you enter new regions and where you get, like, new loot or something like that that feel really, really great. So the game is pretty much based on that rather than anything else. We're gonna head down this way because if I remember correctly, I managed to sneak my way through here in a way I was not supposed to once. I mean, I suppose that if it's there, it was meant to be possible. But you know what I mean. Like a tiny small ledge like that and hopping down from there does not seem like that's the correct way to go when this big, tall ladder area does. Now, you see that tiny robot there? We're going to beat him up a little bit, but I'm actually going to let him do his thing. A little bit, so that we can at least get to fight one of these robot dudes. The robot dudes are not too hard, and it doesn't seem like they give very much, but we want to make sure that we're getting as much of that green stuff as possible, so. Thank you. Go ahead, open the damn door. Get closer, buddy. Come on. Got a big fist just for you. Look at that. Was that so hard? Not even. Hey, cutie. What's up? Hey, you alright? Do you mind being punched? What's up? Thanks for dying. So those little guys just sound the alarm. They don't do too much, and honestly, the robots that they summon aren't so big of a deal. So it's not very dangerous. But the first time I saw those guys, I was like, oh my god! And like wigged out and panicked, and I didn't need to. It's fine. Okay. Punch this. And then punch it again, I think it is. Yeah. And then we need to head down. And what does this switch do again? Oh good, it turns on the electricity thing and brings us back up a level. And it shows us something on the left. If you're looking for it, you might have seen that little red glow there. That little red glow off to the side is another piece of heart. So that's going to be 5 HP, which is more than I had in my last save file. So we're already doing gangbusters here. Like, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Alright, let's keep going. So 5 HP, I'm, like, it's going to feel like a lot more HP than I'm used to having, which is great. However, what's all that off on the right side? Is that where I have to explore next? Did I miss something here? No, it doesn't seem like I missed anything at all. It's weird. Why would they have that there? That's probably for later. Now that I think about it, you know what? Don't worry about it too much. Don't overthink things in this game is the other thing. Like, if you overthink it, it's like, don't worry about it, okay? Like, for the most part, anytime I've overthought anything, it's just wasted a ton of time. The solutions have been far more obvious than what they've been letting on so far. So we want to eventually go up here. In fact, we might as well just do it now, because I know what's up here. All right, come on, alert your robo buddies. Come on, go for it. I want the green. Whoa! I might have bitten off more than I can chew with 2 of these assholes, but probably not. Yeah, So far, not a problem. Ow, okay, my bad. And now these little guys are like terrified and small, and look at them being completely useless and stuff in the corner. And they're worth a lot of HP, actually, so that's pretty sweet. So here's a good example of how that fixed camera kind of hides some things. If you're paying attention, you know that all these work in rings, and you know that there's probably something back here. But if you're not paying attention, and you're just paying attention to, and you're just, you know, looking at what the camera's showing you, which is this, it can be a little bit disappointing when you're like, oh, that secret was there. It seems lame. It's not so lame as that. Don't worry. All right. Teleport. Now, if I'm correct about this, we got another one of those fights with the teleporty dude. And this secret, there's like a chest here that you can get. This chest actually took me a little bit to get to. I had to go through here a second time in order to understand what was going on, because I want to keep the one on the left intact. So I'm going to immediately break this. Oh, I tried to dodge. I really did. Okay. Okay. So he's knocked down his own friend. Okay, get out, get out, get out! Yeah, there we go, okay. He does not like it when you attack his teleporters, apparently. These scorpions are really quick to attack. There's not a really good impact for it either, which is kind of lame. Okay. Now, I want to keep the other electric thing alive, the one on the far left. So we are going to attack this guy here a little bit. This is actually very aggravating. But we are managing? Okay, get back up here. Good. He shouldn't be able to teleport here anymore. Now, with that said, if he's just stuck over there, we might have to be very careful about how we do stuff. You might be noticing that there isn't exactly a lot of, like, super emphatic combat music or anything here. Ow. Okay. Feed me more scorpions, maybe? Please? Yeah, you can't really move from there, can you? Ow. Okay, we got 1 HP left. Would like to kill you now. Having a hard time doing so because you keep doing that spammy attack from hell. Finally! Okay! Took a little bit of concentration eventually, but look at him. He finally died and he gave us some HP back, which is really, really nice of him. Now, this thing is currently electrified, so we can't really make good use of it. But, we are eventually going to do so. Yeah, we need to turn off the electricity here. So, how do we do that? Well, we're going to head down here. And you'll recognize that you can kind of see a bunch of stuff going on where you want to go. And it's like, oh, well, I'll just teleport there. Look at that! The puzzle's like, there's something wrong. You're not supposed to end up back where you are. So, you wait here, and then you get your moving platforms. And what else comes with moving platforms other than timing puzzles? Aren't those fun? Now, the good news is that in order to start the puzzle, you only need to go through the instant killing electric walls, like, once. And once you hit the switch, that's done. So that's pretty sweet. Oh, okay, I did get on. That's pretty nice. Alright, so we got our save point. Drop this in here. Power this section up instead. Now, unfortunately, as far as timing goes, that was actually pretty poor. We're supposed to make it all the way up here. Let's go. Oh, come on. Faster, 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 faster. Sprint. Teleport. Now, hopefully that thing, that did it. Yeah, it did do it. That's nice. Now, this doesn't do anything yet. It's not powered on. Huh, how am I supposed to do that? Well, you head up the ladder, and then it's just like, oh, look at this. Here's this other puzzle you're supposed to do. See what I mean by linearity? Like, the game feeling a bit linear, and then you're like, I'm going to turn the switch. Bam, bam. It doesn't want to move. Oh, okay, well, I guess I'll go the only way I can go. So you head down here, slide here, and then, like, there's something blocking. It's glowing. Okay, I guess we'll take it out. So, the game does a good job of kind of, I think, overall showing off what you're supposed to be doing by making the objects glow or otherwise putting them in very obvious camera situations. And so long as you, as long as you're looking, it's not so hard to find. But at the same time, like, you gotta recognize that, like, because of the fact that they don't tell you anything, they don't use any words, it is simultaneously great for people because it doesn't need to give you words to teach you. But if you don't know what you're looking for, then you have no words to point out where you're supposed to be going, like, at all. And I remember I was like, I'm a little stuck. Let's go into the menu. Oh, hey, there's help. What does that mean? It means controls, apparently. So that's a little weird. Yeah, get back up there, Hob. Come on. Now that we've uncoupled this, let's go ahead and hit the button. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stand back because, you know, that sound is usually a sound of, you know, a place that you don't want to go near. There we go. And as we go along through this area, it seems like we're just activating bits and pieces of the machine. But that's gonna be it for this episode. We're gonna go ahead and call it here because, I mean, it's 36 minutes long right now as far as the episode's concerned, so we're done here. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. Hit the like button down below, and if you guys want to see some more, I mean, you know where to find it. I'll see you guys next time.